means that people have a valid reason for objecting to condoms beyond religious conviction.
Thank you, Doctor.
I'd like to just attempt to answer the other part of Drew's question, which I think is a good question, and that is, if this were our only AIDS education program, then we would not have made available the option to opt out of the whole day. We have already complied with AIDS education requirements in our other curriculum offerings, but this is a special day with hopefully a lot more content and hopefully a lot more impact on everybody, and we hope everybody will attend as much of it as they seem appropriate.
Well, I think this is terrific. I mean, I'm sorry how it is tonight. And I think a wonderful educational question. I think the student raises a marvelous question. I mean, how? That's what she said. Could any parent, not one, children get this education? I think probably in some parts of the country there are parents who, for religious reasons or whatever, might choose to exercise their right to educate their children at home. But none of us heard that Thursday night. What we heard Thursday night was that because there's so many dimensions to this, for example, you heard a lawyer's answer to that question, perfectly accurate to the question that you raised. You heard a physician raise another dimension of it. This is the reason why the state clearly wants this kind of program reviewed carefully and in an interdisciplinary way, and with parents learning from it and participating in it. I think the reason why some were looking for an option to allow their students to opt out was lack of information about this program and difficulty getting information about it shook the confidence of parents. We feel the same sense of urgency as the students, but we want to be sure that you're not only getting a legal program, a program that follows the policies of the Board of Education, the state requirements, whatever the heck else. That's the legal aspect of it. I shouldn't think you care about that at all. If I were in your position, I would want to know that you were getting the latest, best medical information. I said Thursday night, let me repeat it now because some of you weren't there. I came again tonight from a hospital in Greenwich Village where 100 young people are dying all the time of this disease. That's a great way to find out, why you are concerned and we're all concerned. And if you knew the number of them that are there because somebody suggested something to them about safe sex in a very well-meaning way, but perhaps from the perspective of a sociologist or, some other perspective, not the best medical advice, that's why some of us feel that when the school educates you about this, it ought to avail itself of the best medical opinion. That's what happened in 1988. That's why we had such confidence in that program. That became the standard for what we wanted in 1992. And because we couldn't see that had happened, we knew there was great student participation, but there were other dimensions of it that we were concerned about. And I think that's the only reason I can think of that a parent might not want a child to go. It would be because they were not confident in what would be said. I think we've come a long way, not only to correcting that problem as well as we can at this late hour for a program tomorrow, but the reason some of us are much better disposed this evening is that we heard a commitment from the administration and the school board to setting up a method so that we will never go through this kind of agony and the kind of weekend we all had. Again, this subject is too important for that. We are with you all the way.
Right.